Hello, hello, YouTube. Hi. Got a little crooked going on today. I think we'll give it, yeah, it's a little better. Nice to have you if you're joining us. Just gonna get a setup over here on Instagram as well. Hello. Okay. Great. Give everyone a few moments to check in, turn on. Have some water nearby. If you're in Portland, it's extra hot, a little sticky outside. Hello, hello. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Happy Sunday. Okay. When you're ready to come into a comfortable seat on your mat, go ahead and figure that out, and I will join you there in just a moment. Okay, making sure the sound is good, make sure you can hear me. All right, I'll join you on the mat in a quick seat. And while I was studying this weekend, I revisited the word karuna, or compassion. And something that will come up a lot if you begin to study the Yoga Sutras, or just this ancient practice, is the idea of service, which is translated or can be translated into karma, and the act of service, or that a lot of the words that we might encounter that have to do with compassion or care or kindness have a component of service and action to them. And so karuna, with a long A at the end there, is compassion towards the self, and as well as sharing and showing compassion through action towards yourself and then others as well. And so I wanted to offer that word as we begin the practice today. Karuna is getting into your body, and let compassion through action serve your practice as we move through a lot of warrior positions today. Just coming into our physical form with care. Take a moment to sit with compassion in your heart, and emotional compassion and care. Maybe give yourself another moment or so to alleviate any of the masks you might have put on today, any of the identities that wanted to come through and define you. Just allowing yourself to be fully present with your life here in this moment, with your breath. And with compassion, karuna. And if you're on your shins, moving towards a crossed ankle or a crossed shin position, we'll begin some churning. And as you make circles around your center, let this movement come from your navel. And while you might rock on the seat flesh, try not to topple too much on the bum, but keep the thighs and the sitting bones as more of an anchor down. And then depending on what shin is in front, so my left shin is in front, so I'm going to lean to the right in a moment. If your right shin is in front, lean to the left. And I'm just going to gently press the flesh of that left thigh away. And then lift from the heart space. So you might not get any physical lift, but just energetically lifting through the heart. Take a big full breath in. And open the mouth, sigh it out. Want to draw yourself up through your middle. Change the cross of your shins or your ankles and feet. So my right one is in front now. And I'm going to start rocking my circles around the spine in that second direction. And again, resisting the urge to move too much from your seat. You might rest your hands behind you or on your legs for support. You might even close your eyes and just let yourself get lost in some of the dizziness or the waves or the flow of the movement. And then if you're following me with your right shin in front, we'll lean to the left, go the other way if you're on the inverse. Gently press the inner right thigh flesh away and energetically lift from the heart. One more full breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, exhale. Pick yourself up with your spine, draw your knees together, leaning back on your hands. And come onto your toes here for a moment. Feel your arches lifting as you squeeze your toes into plantar flexion. And then press your heels and open your toes. Try to spread them out as you come into dorsiflexion. And then bring those big toes together. Press them together so much that they start to lift your legs to the sky. And then draw behind your thighs, roll onto your back, and then draw your knees in, happy baby. Reach for the outer edges of the feet. If this feels ambitious to start, go on and hold behind your thighs. Let's draw the leg bones into socket while drawing the thigh bones towards the floor. Press your feet up to the ceiling, reach your wrists, give them a little roll. And then go on and rock to your feet, come all the way up to stand to the top of your mat. Take a moment to find a neutral position for your feet, and then rocking the weight forward and back until you feel balanced. Find the arch of your feet and feel it ignite upwards. Follow that arch up energetically to lift the sides of your waist, and then lift your arms up. Bring the hands together today. One more breath through the tips of the fingers. And as you exhale, fold forward, heart over your thighs. Press your hands up behind you as high as you can get them, and then turn the hands towards each other and interlace the fingers. From here, we'll roll the back up to stand. Gently draw the fists down to the floor. Widen the collarbones. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands up. Inhale at the top, palms touch. Exhale, sit to chair. Inhale through the upper back. Exhale and forward fold. Lift the heart through the your heels down. Do so without caving into the ankles. One more breath. And forward fold. Lift onto the toes, lift the heels, bend the knees, press back. And then child's pose, tap the knees down, untuck the toes, slide the hands forward. Full breath here. Full breath out. Start to look forward, take your hands a little bit wider, and then bring yourself to your chest. Belly down. Press down through your big toes, lift up through your hard cobra. And then we're going to press up and over to the right shoulder. Keep lifting the heart, lifting the belly lightly towards the back. And then bend the elbows, bring yourself down and rock over into the left arm and shoulder. And then one more time, down, lift up to the right. And then down, lift up to the left. Through the middle, lower the pubic bone down. Rock the shoulder heads back, pull the heart forward, big inhale. With your exhale, open your mouth and stick out your tongue. Press into your knees, pull your belly back. Reach long into child's pose. Inhale here. And then with your exhale, high plank. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower halfway down. High plank, inhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look to your hands, and travel to the top of the mat. Lengthen the heart halfway, and forward fold. Chair pose. Root the seat, reach the arms up slowly, touch the palms together. Send your seat back, heart rises. Strong waist, wide ribs. One more breath. Forward fold. Lengthen your heart. High plank pose. Lower halfway down. Cobra upward facing. Press the floor. Use the toes to lift. And then pull the hands back to draw the hips forward. One more breath. Press the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Turn your big toes out, heels in if you can. Come into that squatted dog position. And then we'll keep the left heel rooted. Step the right foot to the right wrist. From here, rise into warrior one. And then interlace the hands behind the back. As you press your back heel, squeeze your glute and lift your chest. And then belly pulls in, fold over your right leg. Press the back heel, lift up and lift the crown. Exhale, pull the belly in and fold. Lean forward. One more time. Fold it in. Inhale breath. With the exhale breath, release the hands. Left hand stays rooted. Lift your left heel up. Start to press and straighten through your right leg. Pull your heart forward and then right arm twists you open. One inhale here. With the exhale, bring the hand down and bend the right knee. High crescent lunge, inhale. Airplane to warrior three or warrior three. Exhale. So fire up the right glute. I know it's early. Lift that right thigh. One more breath. And step top of the mat. Arms up. Inhale again. Exhale to chair. Find your feet. Don't be afraid to sink down, but then lift the heart up. Belly engaging, widening your base. One more breath. And then go on and step that left foot forward. Warrior one, we'll rise it up. And interlace the hands behind the back. Take up more space if you need it. Widen your feet. Root that back heel. Inhale the heart. Exhale, belly pulls in as you fold in. Inhale, roll the spine up. Exhale and curl. Last time. Exhale, curl it down. Inhale, breath. Out breath, release the hands. Lift your back heel. Wiggle it back as you straighten out through your left thigh. Suck the kneecap and the quad up the leg. Reach the left arm forward and then open the chest. Full breath in. With the breath out, bend the left knee, catch the hands, and then high crescent lunge. Come tall to your airplane or warrior three. Insert that compassionate action, moving with a sense of total selflessness, total love for yourself and others. One more breath. Come on up to stand. Inhale here. This time as we exhale, take the left wrist over the right side of the body. Use the exhale to push your left hip to the left side of the mat. And then inner thigh squeeze, lift you through center. Right wrist comes up and over to the left. A few strong and slow breaths in and out, up and down. Back up through the middle. Chair pose. Full inhale. Exhale and fold. Lengthen the heart. Travel to downward facing dog. High through low plank. Pull the heart through. Cobra upward facing, nice and strong. Downward facing dog. Left heel roots, right foot forward. Warrior one, rising it up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale through the heart. And exhale, fold over that thigh. Release the hands, left arm to the floor, left heel lifts, right leg straightens as the right arm opens to the sky. Transitioning into triangle pose here. Drop your back heel, lift up and open, and then set up your shape. Meet the resistance of the right leg to bring your heart forward. One more breath. Warrior two. From warrior two, just adjust your spine and then reverse it up and back. And then cartwheel the hands to the floor. Okay, from here, we'll pull the left leg in behind the right Shakti squat. Lift your belly up, bring your right thigh out of the way a little, and then settle back down into the right heel. Hands through heart for three, for two, for one. Press into your right big toe, send your left leg back, warrior three or airplane. And top of the mat, you stand. Inhale here. Sit to chair. Inhale through chair. Exhale to fold. Lengthen the heart. Travel to downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa. Fully use your hands. Every bit of the palm. Press the toes and roll over them. Right heel roots, left foot forward, warrior one. Take your time to feel your full breath rise you up. The exhale interlaces behind the back. Inhale through the chest. Exhale and fold. Quick humble warrior. Full breath here. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Right hand stays rooted, right heel lifted. Left thigh straightens. Lift the belly to the left. One breath in. tend to get jammed into your pelvis, let that right thigh roll with you a little bit more. And then let the twist happen from the rib cage and not trying to press your thighs really wide apart. One more breath. A moment to settle into your warrior two. Feel your spine grow tall. Reverse the warrior, lean it up and back. And then cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Pull that right thigh in behind the left, where it's like you're trying to cross at the knees. Lift up, move some of your left thigh flesh, roll it away from your middle, and then sink into that heel. Navel pulls forward to the heart. One more breath. Press the right leg away, not behind you, but straight out from the right pelvis. So it's not cutting back, it's going over to the right side. One more breath. Come to stand. Inhale through the top. Exhale, let's come down and have a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you, knees bent, and then take your left ankle over your right thigh. Tall figure four. Adjust your sitting bones so you feel pretty neutral here. Gently let the left thigh flesh roll up and away. From here, we'll lift the left arm, turn to the right, and then lean and press the elbow into the arch of the foot. Just a gentle press. If you're not all the way there, that's okay. Just bring your left hand down somewhere. Heart lifting, belly turning. One more breath. Undo your twist. Kick your left leg up, and then release it down. Bring your right ankle over the left thigh. Let the thigh roll away. Breathing here. And then right arm lifts. Turn around the spine first, and then lean. Press the elbow into the foot. Let it go. Kick the leg up and bring the foot down. From here, both toes, bring your big toes together. Press them in and up. Spread your toes out, lift the heart. 3 more breaths. Super strong, so press the legs, but lift the thighs up. And last breath. And cross at the shins, plant the hands, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. From here, right heel to the sky. Press into your right pointer finger and then bend your right knee. Feel that strong lift and then a little open. And then see if you can slowly lower your left elbow, but try not to dump the belly. So I'm drawing my navel towards my spine. And then kick that leg out. Lift the left elbow up, square the hips, knee to chest. Back up, knee to chest. Back up, knee to chest, look forward and step down. High crescent lunge all the way up. As you exhale, hands through heart, revolve to the right. Bring the elbow to the thigh, lift the chest up. You might shimmy your back leg back, but it's still lifting strongly to the sky. 2 more breaths. Slowing the breath down, slowing the sound of the breath down, quieter and quieter. All the way up to stand. Straighten your right leg. Bend your right knee, hands through heart. Lean over your right leg, warrior 3. 1 more breath. Stand all the way up at the top of the mat. Lift your right thigh up. So just changing our standing leg. Let's take the right ankle over the left knee and lower the seat. When you're close enough to bring your arms down in front of your right shin, go on and find that. And you can begin to just gently lean forward. Gently lean forward. Press the shin into the arms. Feel the heart feeling open behind you. Last breath. Lift about halfway up or just enough to take your right leg out. Step your left foot out, hips width distance or a little bit wider. Fold back down. Hook your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Lock with your thumbs. Let your shoulders shrug towards your neck and then lengthen them as you lift your spine forward. Widen the belly, rounding slightly through the low back by anchoring your sitting bones towards your heels. And then elbows out, head down. Release your left hand and bring it forward. Lean the weight until you're in your left hand and your left foot. Start to use your inner thighs to float your right foot off of the mat and then press your right leg out while you press your left leg down. Release, bend the knees a little bit, lengthen the heart, and then travel to downward facing dog. Slow inhale and a slow exhale. Send the breath out. Start to float your left leg to the sky. Press the left pointer finger to reaffirm your hold and then bend the knee. As you let that hip open, try not to pull the belly and then bring your right forearm down. Kick the left leg straight. Lift the right arm. Close the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, swing it up. And knee to chest. Last time. And knee to chest. Step between your hands. High crescent lunge. Come on up. Feel the press or the utilization of your right leg as you lean forward and revolve your lunge to the left. Follow that next exhale breath to come up tall and then slowly straighten your left thigh. Press the toes, draw your heels apart and together. So they're moving in opposition of one another, but also trying to find each other to gain your middle. Warrior three. Take your time. Coming through, giving a strong press through your left big toe. And then we come to stand. Lift the left knee as we switch legs. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Whoop, and begin to sit down. Now it's less of a sitting back as it might feel for you to bring your sitting bones forward as you bend your knee. And then just finding a way to press the arms into the left shin. And just feeling what's there. One more breath. Lifting up enough to release that. Step your feet hips width distance or slightly wide. wider. As you come into fold, hook your big toes again. Create space for your spine and your neck. Not trying to pull the legs without anchoring them down as well. So you're meeting the stretch of the hamstrings with support by drawing those sitting bones towards your heels energetically. Pelvis forward instead of way back, forward. Spread your feet. One more breath. Okay, start to release your right hand. Bring it somewhere in front of your face or your right shoulder. Weight is in the right hand and the right foot. Start to engage by pressing your left leg up as you pull it in. Woo. One more breath. And then release. Let's take a squat. Turn your toes out. Drop into your hips. Lift your chest up. One more breath. Okay. Come into forearm plank. Bringing your hands to the mat. And then forearms down. Take a moment to adjust. And then tuck your toes. Lift your heart. Try not to have your bum way up here, but instead a little bit more in line with the shoulders. Legs really strongly pressing back with those heels. Heart drawing forward. One more breath. Let's slowly topple the heels to the right and tap the hip down as the left elbow lifts, and then lift it up. Bring the left elbow down, and then tap the heels to the left. Press the hip down as you lift your right elbow, and then lift up, bring the right elbow down, and come through the middle. One more time, go to the right with the heels, press the hip down, lift your left elbow up, and then press the hips up, elbow down, other way. Belly in. Back to that forearm plank. And then turn it into dolphin. As you look under, press your hands down. Lift your head up. Off the floor. Hips high. Maybe a little bit of rocking. Hips towards shoulders and back. Last breath. And then knees to the floor. Lean back slowly as you sit onto your shins. Take a moment to breathe here. And then interlace your hands. Give them a little squeeze in and then start to lift up. And just pulse the arms up and back. Let the arms do the action. Don't lift the arms by using the chest, just use the arms. Release after a few rounds. Change the pointer finger on top of that grip. And then re-enter. Gently wrap and hug the arm bones. And then do some pulsing. About 10 on each side. Don't worry about how high you can go. Just using the arms. And then release. We'll swing the arms a couple times. And then come to hands and knees. To downward facing dog. Give yourself 3 breaths here. Just feel it out. Root the left heel into the back of the mat, right leg lifts, and then swing and step through warrior 1. Back down, stays rooted, arms rise up. And then lean forward into that humble warrior, fold the heart, head down, and then draw the heart forward. From here, use the arms to see if you can lift them up with the You'll release the hands, step left foot forward, bring the right foot into the hands, and slowly lift up. Now, if the leg's not straight, that's okay. You can do this with the knee bent. And just go where you can, slowly lifting the heart, or press through your toe mounds, open the toes, and lean into your back. Last breath. Swing your right leg back, turn your left toes in, and then as we come down, it's a fold over the right thigh. Parallel your feet. Lift your belly up, turn towards your right leg, and then fold in. And then swing through the middle. Inhale as you lift your heart halfway. Exhale as you stand all the way up. Inhale and turn your left toes forward, turn your heart slightly forward. Half moon pose, right leg floats. From here, sugar cane pose. Pull your right heel towards your bum and catch it with the right hand. Press the foot into the hand. Fight the floor with the left foot. Lean the heart back. One more breath. High crescent lunge, take your time. Lower your right foot, square your hips. Lift up. We'll bring the arms to the sky. And then we'll pull the left fist down, bending the elbow, kind of carving it towards the waist. And then make a fist with your right arm and press it to the sky as you press your right toes back. Lift your heart. One more breath. Pull the right fist towards your chest as you turn open, and then send the arms out, warrior two. Reverse your warrior up and back. One more breath. And cartwheel the hands to the floor. High plank pose. Travel to down dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Anchor that right heel to the floor at the back of the mat. Bring your left leg high, and then swing it to step for warrior one. Rise up with the inhale. Humble warrior, start to fold in between the thighs. And then pick up the heart with the heart and the spine. And then pick up the arms with the arms. Coming to that standing balance, as you release your hands, step your right foot forward, catch your left heel and press forward. See if you can just do it without even thinking. Just follow the flow. And then once you have it, you can refine it, spread the toes out, lift the heart, lift the belly. And then release, swing and step open, parallel those feet. We're folding towards the left thigh. So start to lean, pick the belly up, turn the heart towards that leg and fold in. Try not to let the weight pull you back into the pelvis. Bring it forward towards the shins. One more breath in. Swing through the middle on your breath out. Inhale, halfway lift the heart. And as you exhale, stand all the way up. Reach the arms up with the inhale, turn the right toes, turn the chest. And then we'll step forward into half moon pose. Left leg to the sky. Candy cane pose, pull your heel in, catch your foot or ankle, press the points together. Lift the heart. High crescent lunge. Land the left toes. Find your hips. Arms 2, cross up the arms, open out, turn wide. Reverse the warrior up and back. Cartwheel the hands to the floor. 5 plank pose. And travel. Downward facing dog. 1 inhale. And a slow exhale. Take the right shin forward for half pigeon. Lower it down as you walk your back leg back. Gently lifting the belly. Use the left glute. Just supporting your spine. From your half pigeon, taking your right leg underneath you and through to the left, create a fallen star. So, right leg pushes open. You might turn your right pointer finger out and roll the heart up a tiny bit more. And then close the hands down, downward facing dog. Slide the left shin forward. Slowly lower it to the floor. Softly hugging into all of the joints in the legs and the pelvis. Lifting the belly up, supporting your spine. Lifting up slowly, take your left leg, kick underneath to the right for fallen star. You might take your left pointer finger and roll it open to make the roll through the shoulder a little more accessible. Close it down. Downward facing dog. Go on and pedal it out. And then coming to the belly, giving the lower back a little break. Let's bring the arms forward and rest the forehead down. And then bend your elbows, make a loose fist as you drag back and gently lift the chest while pressing through the pubic bone and reaching your tailbone towards your heels. Let your left forearm cross in front of your chest, pull your right heel towards your bum. Reach back for the foot. Keep the thigh down, and as you gently draw your heel towards your sitting bone, maybe your fingers wrap around your right toes from the pinky edge, and then you just keep lifting your heart here. Release that. Swing the leg a little bit. And now going into the other side. Minimal pressure on your knee. You're not blowing the knee out. Be very mindful. Thigh down. Pull the heel actively towards the bum. Try to match the hold with some hamstring action or engagement. And then maybe the fingers roll around the toes. Gently lifting the belly. Keep anchoring the pubic bone. And imagine the flesh of your thighs spreading. Release that. Gently swing the leg out. Okay. If you're feeling a sense of restfulness and you want to invite a little more support already, go ahead and move into child's pose. If you still have a lot of energy to share, let's take a camel pose together. Rooting the shins down, finding the energy of the pose up, but nice and wide and long spread. So anchoring from the pubic bone through the heart, finding that arch, and then feeling the width of your body as well. Pressing the floor. Sitting down or lifting up first. And then we'll all take a child's pose, meeting there for a few more rounds of breath. Maybe you want to tuck loose fists on either side of the belly and just massage around a little bit. Rolling up into a seat. We'll take a very quick 3 rounds of the breath work, and you can let your left hand rest on your lap and your right hand close your first 2 fingers, pointer finger and middle finger down into the thumb mount, and then close your pinky and ring finger together. We'll get a little closer if we need to see this. And essentially, we'll use these fingers to close the nose off for just a moment. And then we're going to exhale through just the left nostril, so you'll release it when we exhale, and then you'll pinch the nose shut when we hold the breath. So setting up your Vishnu Mudra. It will be an inhale through both nostrils, and then holding the breath in, very lightly lifting up through the ribs and the heart space. And then when you're ready to exhale, do so only through the left nostril with a push. So it's a forceful exhale, trying to purify from inside out. And we'll begin. Slowly inhale when you're ready. Full breath, both nostrils. Have your hands ready to close them off. Hold the breath in, and as long as you can without stressing yourself out. So if you're starting to shake, please exhale, but when you're ready, exhale only from the left nostril. Give it a nice strong push. Inhale through both nostrils. Hold. Feel yourself grow light. Exhale, expel everything you don't need. Right out of that left nostril. Last round. Release the right hand. Breathe slowly through both nostrils. Relax the face. And then we'll lean onto the seat and swing the legs out in front. Pull your left knee in. Start to lift the left arm up as you hold the left shin with the right hand. We'll lean forward. Your left sitting bone might pick up. Make sure there's a bit of separation from your waist and your left thigh. Now you might stay here and begin to fold from the back of the heart, or you can start to wrap your left arm around you. And then the right arm might come around. And you'll meet fingers or wrists and hand. Think of actively drawing your left knee back in space and letting your heart fold forward. When you're ready to release that, you can start to lift up. If you'd like to take your arm balance, keep this left elbow, or left armpit rather, hooked into the left shin. Press the hands, lift the chest, and float the seat off the mat. Open the toes, and then set it down. Second side, draw the right thigh in. Right arm up, give your right shin a hold with the left hand. Lean forward. And maybe you begin to bind. Right arm around, left arm around to bind fingers or hand to wrist. Like you might gently pull back a bowstring, drawing the knee and the shin back in space, heart forward. When you're ready to release, you can come up. If you're taking your arm balance, just bring the right hand outside, left hand outside. Press those points together, lift off, hug the pelvic floor up, open the toes. And then place it down. Both legs out, wiggle the thighs. And then let's roll onto the back. As we roll back, let the knees lift up. Anchor down through your hips there for a moment. Bring your legs straight up. Just coming to enjoy some of that downward energy, the apana of the practice. Moving from toe to head. Feel the width of the breath across the pelvic floor, across the low belly. And then bending the knees, going to plant the feet down. Knock the knees together, rest the lower back into the floor. We'll bring the arms up and cross over the chest for a moment, constructive rest. Take your fingertips and gently press them into the shoulder blades, or the flesh where the shoulder blades meet the upper back. Relax the belly. Relax the rib cage. And this gesture of giving the self a hug, right? It's your way of sharing that karuna, that compassion. Through a very simple action. As you release that, let the arms lift up, let the legs spread out. From here, begin to walk your heels to the right, creating a bit of a banana shape, and then letting your upper back lean to the right as well. Bring the heart back to neutral, walk your feet in, and then over to the left a bit. As you lean up and over to the left with the back, creating that arch through the spine, opening the right ribs, right lung. And then drawing yourself to the middle of your spine. We'll take a moment here to pause together on the back. Or if you need to roll to one side or into a seat, go on and find a shape that feels comforting and releasing for you and your practice. And then allowing yourself to become engulfed by the sensations in your body. When you're ready to move again, invite in just very gentle movements. And then eventually bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, creating a seal of compassion. In a sense, connecting the lower 3 chakras with the upper 3 chakras. And feeling harmonious within yourself. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Fully engulfed and embodied within this practice. Taking a moment to share that deep appreciation with yourself. Any words or gestures that feel wholesome and completing for you. Just allowing them to resonate in your being. And then taking that resonance and bringing it with you into the rest of your Sunday evening. And just basking in all of it, everything that you need as you return to maybe your work weeks or your families or your moms. And with that, we'll close in a simple gesture to each other, honoring this practice and those that we share it with. Thank you so much for being here with me, YouTube and Instagram, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Be well.